Hi, how's everyone doing? I am super excited to be here with you today. Today, we're talking all about how love requires sacrifice. Yes, my friends, love requires sacrifice. So, if you are one of my ladies that's wondering, why can't I get a guy that just loves me for who I am? I'm going to be sharing why, because love requires sacrifice. So thank you so much. If you're here watching live, if you're catching this on the replay, I'm so excited to share this with you today. So don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe. I share this across different platforms. I want to make sure we can connect. And once again, stay until the end to find out all about, the two main ways that love requires sacrifice. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Christina Abad. I'm a love and relationship coach, and I help driven and successful women attract the right partner for a healthy and lasting committed relationship. So today I'm sharing with you, the two main ways that love requires sacrifice. I can't tell you how many times I hear women, and I'm sure, you've probably said it. I know I've said it. I wish I could just find someone that would love me for me, just the way I am, that I wouldn't have to change a thing. And here's the thing about this way of thinking. Love requires sacrifice. And I want to start by saying sacrifice is not necessarily a bad thing. I think it has like a bad connotation to it. You hear sacrifice, you're like, oh, that's not good. But here's the truth. If you can define sacrifice, it means giving up something for something better. So if it's something better, right, that's not a bad thing, that's a great thing, especially for women who are looking to find the right partner, for a healthy relationship, for a loving relationship, a relationship where they feel supported and cared for in, right? So here's the thing about sacrifice. The first way that love requires sacrifice is to sacrifice that old way of thinking. The way of thinking that, there's nothing about me that needs to change. There's nothing about me that, I have to do. I'm going to just sit here and wait for the right guy to find me and love me just the way that I am. But here's the truth. If, and I say this with love, I say this with so much love, so much respect. But if there was nothing wrong, in a sense, and wrong is perhaps not the best of words, but if nothing had to change, that's a better choice. If nothing had to change, right? If there wasn't something that needed to change, then you would already have that, right? You would already have that partner. You would already have that love. You would already have that relationship. But clearly something needs to change, especially if you're one of my ladies that continue to attract dead-end relationships, continue to attract guys that are not serious, that are not really looking for a committed relationship, guys that are not the better, right, that you're looking for. Especially also if you're one of my ladies that settles for less or settles for whatever comes along. That idea of I have to have someone that's going to love me just for me when you're settling for less, that has to be sacrificed. That idea that nothing has to change, that idea that you get to settle, those old stories and ideas, and even our old experiences of being rejected or being, frustrated and disappointed in a relationship, all of those experiences have to be sacrificed and discarded for new ideas, for new opportunities, for new chances, right? You give up something. When you sacrifice, you give up something for something better, right? So this idea that sacrifice is bad, I don't have to do anything, I don't have to change, I'm going to be here, be myself, and find the love of my life, that's not how it's going to work. And once again, I say this with love because something has to change, right? Something has to change for you to have that better. Something has to be sacrificed. Maybe a belief, maybe an experience has to be sacrificed for something better. Now, the second way that we can see how sacrifice plays a part in meeting the right partner is you want to think of it in a guy's perspective, right? And this goes to my ladies, right? When you're seeking for a new partner, when you're hoping and wishing for a new love to come into your life, you want something better. You want something more. You want a fulfilling relationship where you feel loved, you feel supported, you feel good in, right? And here's the truth. A guy wants the same. A guy is not going to sacrifice his bachelor life, right? Is not going to sacrifice his peace of mind, especially not the guy that my ladies are looking for, right? You're looking for successful men who are driven, who have their stuff together, right? A guy is not going to sacrifice his peace of mind for someone who's insecure, for someone who is not confident in themselves, for someone who doesn't have, all their stuff together, at least emotionally, right? So here's the truth. You want to sacrifice that old way of thinking and realize that love does require sacrifice. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? We sacrifice, and I can share an example. You might sacrifice a job or, a side gig to spend more time with your family. You might sacrifice something for something better. And that's the truth when it comes to love as well. You want to sacrifice settling for less for settling for something better. And it's not settling then, right? Because it keeps you growing. But that's the truth. And guys have that same perspective. So my ladies, I say this with love, and there's no judgment. There's no judgment because we all do this, right? We all think that we deserve to be loved just the way we are. And we do. We all deserve love. We all deserve companionship. But it's what quality of love, right? What quality of a relationship do you want? What quality? You want something better. You want something fulfilling. You want something lasting, right? And if you're repeating these same patterns where it's just not what you truly want and truly desire and how you truly want to feel, then I have to share with you, it requires sacrifice. It requires getting rid of the old ideas, the old stories, maybe past experiences that are holding you back from really leveling up and trading that in for something better. For that love that is lasting, that love that's understanding and caring, it requires sacrifice. So I wanted to share that with all my ladies here watching. Once again, if you're here live, thank you for watching live. If you're catching the replay, don't forget to say hello in the comments and let me know what you think. Because once again, I've said it myself. And I hear this day in and day out, when I work with my clients and I get to know women that are in my group, the Driven and Desirable Ladies. If you haven't joined, it's free on Facebook. Come and join. But I hear this all the time. I want to meet someone that's going to love me just the way I am. And here's the truth, and I say it with love. If you've continued to attract men that are no good for you, that are either toxic or not looking for a committed relationship, if you're continuing to attract relationships that are not fulfilling, then that needs to get sacrificed. Something needs to get sacrificed, right? We're changing, we're giving something up, and you may be great, you may be amazing, which I'm sure you are, but something has to change. An idea has to be shifted and sacrificed for something better. And if you're needing help with this, because how many of you know you're going to need a little help with that, right? If you've continued this pattern of attracting relationships that are going nowhere, then let me share with you that love requires sacrifice. It requires giving something up for something better, right? Not settling for less, not just going with the flow and hoping things will change, but actually doing something about it. So with that said, I'm so excited that I got to share this with you. Don't forget to let me know what you think. Write me a comment, say hello. I'd love to hear from you and let me know what was most helpful. Because once again, we think of sacrifice as a negative thing, but it's actually giving up something for something better. And if you're looking for that better relationship, you're looking for that better partner, that better, life that you so crave, then you got to think about what sacrifices do I need to make to get that something better? Because if you stay the same, nothing changes, right? That's the definition of insanity. So with that said, I'm super excited that I got to share this with you. Don't forget to show some love, to put some comments and subscribe and like. Like I said, I share this across different platforms. So let's make sure that we stay connected. So with that said, I've had so much fun sharing this with you and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Don't forget, you can private message me or go to chatwithchristina.co and let's chat. Let's talk about what needs to change in your life so that you can finally have that partner that loves you, that respects you, and is ready to be in a committed relationship. So have an amazing week, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.